Hi everybody, this is Priscilla Hole with the Osho Tarot reading for the full moon in Scorpio, which was technically yesterday afternoon, last night. But honestly, I don't know about the rest of you, but oh my goodness gracious me, this full moon, I felt the intensity and the energy of it 3 or 4 days leading up to, like Wednesday, Thursday, even Tuesday, I think I felt it. So apologies for the crows, they're trying to tell us something, but I'm just looking to get this out this morning. It's early on Saturday, and the full moon was last night, or yesterday as I said. Really intense in Scorpio, going deep, pulling out and digging out all of the things that we tend to hide from ourselves as well as from the rest of the world. So if you find yourself having those parts of you exposed, or some reason someone starts digging, or you find yourself starting to go into this stuff, let it bubble to the surface. It's time to let it out and let it go, release it, and feel the cleansing of it all. It's pretty big. And leading up to this time as well, I think it was technically the 17th and the 18th of April, we had Mars going retrograde on the 17th, and then Pluto going retrograde on the 18th. So we're in for a really big, deep time of reflection, and it's massive. So if you think that the full moon's been intense, well, in actual fact, it's probably been massively intensified by these other two aspects of the retrograde of Mars, which is our driving force to go forward, and Pluto, which is our the deeper parts of ourselves, the hidden parts, the Plutonian, the depths, the Hades, the deeper part of our psyche. And it's challenging, it's hugely challenging. So, and of course with a full moon in Scorpio, it's another level of going even deeper and deeper. So if stuff is bubbling up that you had hoped that you dealt with before, like me, and it's all coming back to say hello, and I'm really cranky, but it is important that I do deal with this stuff, because if I don't deal with it now, I can't move forward, and I know that deep within my heart. And so I'm sure that the rest of you are feeling something similar. But it will be different for each of us, but there'll be a running theme, a running commentary, that we all feel something that we thought we'd dealt with, we thought we'd exposed it, we thought we'd moved through it, and unfortunately no, it has yet to have more layers exposed that we thought we didn't even know were there, probably, actually. But having done the work for the previous stuff, the beauty of this is that we're now able to go even deeper and get into the stuff that we kind of knew was there, didn't really want to acknowledge was there, but yep, here it is, ready to be faced. And now is as good a time as any if we keep trying to hide from it and go work. It just isn't. So I'm going to draw a card for us to give us a bit of guidance for the next couple of weeks and see what comes through. So the card we have is We Are the World. And the beauty of this card is, when I read this, or see this card and all the colours and all the actual world, I see two things. I see that we're all connected, that none of us is truly alone. Even though we think we are, we think that our issue is unique to us, the reality is that the person next to us that we probably never talk to on the bus or the train is dealing with something just as deep and just as scary. And so they're dealing with their fears. If you're dealing with your fears, so are they. It's just that it's a different story related to the fears. And what I also see in this card is that the planet is, there's a whole pile of dancing people around the planet. How beautiful. There's lots of gorgeous light coming from behind. But the reality is the planet is in the midst of the cosmos. And that's where we are. We're in the midst of this massive cosmos. And we're a part of that. We're not separate from it. And so that means that on every level, on every cellular level, on every conscious level, on every unconscious level, we're connected. And when we remember this about ourselves, and we think that our issues are massive and that we're the only ones who understand what's going on for us, take a moment to take stock, so to speak, and just feel, oh my God, so-and-so, they're going through stuff as well. I read a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I we all do, I'm sure. I'm not the only one. I think the areas is the only social media I really use. But, maybe I should get into Snapchat and Twitter and all the rest of it. But at the moment, Facebook's enough, because it's huge and it's overwhelming. And there's an awful lot in it. And we're all connected through Facebook. Ta-da! There's another aspect of our connection. And when we see people writing stuff that is really intense and really deep and it's really challenging for us, it often brings up our own stuff. And we go, well, you know, they're always complaining, or they're always this, or they're always that. Sometimes it's the only forum that they have to actually express themselves. And, you know, if that's where they're at, genuinely, that's okay. But at least they're finding a way to communicate and express and reach out in, you know, in various forms. And this is one form of many to reach out and look for connection. It matters, though, that we start to connect on a physical level too, and that's another level of coming together and connecting. And so if you can find people around you that you like to spend time with, who, you know, like hugging you and you like hugging them or something, you know, brilliant. Open it up and bring it in, because there's a lot of people out there who don't know how to do that and use this platform of social media as their form of hugging because they don't know how to reach out in the physical. And so there's a time for all of this. And I'm feeling that now is the time that we really sit back and go, yep, I'm going through a lot of stuff. It's really intense. And the reality is I'm not alone in this. A lot of other people are feeling the same kind of scary fears. Even though I said earlier that's all about different stories, they're just as scared as you are. And they're just as scared as me. I'm facing a lot of stuff I don't like. And I'm scared. There's an element of me that doesn't understand the processes and the systems that I'm being faced with. And I'm having to look at that really deeply and go, oh my God, what is this? You know, I could swear right now and I'd really love to, but you know what? I don't have the energy for that either. So I'm just going to have to go in, let myself feel the fear in my body, trust that as I do so, I'm coming deeper into a part of my sense of self-mastery, and I can come home into me. And then my ability to connect with others is even more and more powerful, exponentially powerful. And I'm really grateful for that process that I've learned over the years. So this full moon in Scorpio, Mercury retrograde, that's coming up soon too. Ooh, better not forget that one. Oh my God, that's coming up in May. I don't know the dates though. I'll tell you next time I come up on Facebook. Facebook. Here we go. See, there's my platform. I'll tell you when I come up with the next video. And but this Mars in retrograde and this Pluto in retrograde is really powerful, and it's really time to. Yeah, you can't avoid this stuff. The planet is dealing with it. Everybody on the planet is dealing with this retrograde, and it's huge. So let yourself go deep and trust that, you know, you do come out the other side, even though it feels excruciating, and you will be okay. All of us will be okay. So until next time, much love and blessings, and I'll see you again soon. Feel free to share the love. And for those who wish to connect with me directly, I'm going to be available via email and Facebook if you want to. Yeah, by all means, feel free to contact me. Talk with you soon. Blessings and love. Bye.